what is meant for your life should effortlessly come in. When you're aligned, mentally, physically, and spiritually, you're literally like a seed planted into the frequency of all of Earth's creation.
Welcome back to Mulligan Brothers. Today's video, as always, was sponsored by Huel. I'm drinking Huel Black Edition, which has 26 vitamins and minerals, 35 grams of protein and slow release carbs to make sure that I can stay satiated and proteined up whilst I make these documentaries. If you want to find out more about these, go to the link in the description. I'll talk about them a little bit later on in the video. I think the audience would love to hear this about how to make their next effortless million.
Yeah, no, so that's an interesting next effortless million. I had somebody share with me, who's like deep in the spiritual practices. They were like, spiritual people, like if you're really true, don't do anything. Money's not spiritual, and they said that, and I was like, it's probably because you never had it before. And so you probably overcompensated and justified, because if you are living vibrationally true, and what I mean by that is there's head truth, which is full of lies. And then there's the inherent wisdom in your body, which no lie can penetrate. That's called vibrational truth. If you're living vibrationally truth to who you really are, no overcompensating, all ships must rise with the tides. And if you are truly connected to nature, anything that's connected to nature benefits from nature's resources. Well, money is also a resource. Friendship, organization, collaboration, all that, just partnership, all of that is resources. So why would you deny something that is a resource that can easily be magnetized to your life based off of what you want to create in the world? So I just want to dispel what I think is a myth. But then also, there are a lot of analytical business people who don't operate from the heart, they operate from the head. That is like, you can only get here this way. It's like sleep is for suckers. And then you pay attention to the health. I'm not talking about the result. I'm looking at the people around them. How are they advancing as humans? And I'm also looking at your health. Why do you have sweaty hands? Why is your face red? Why, you know what I'm saying? You can literally see somebody who is living outside of their means when it comes to the harmonization of the alignment that's inside of them. You can always see it. And so what I've come up with, there's a lot of business people who are spiritually broken and a lot of spiritual people who are broke. And why can't all of us have the opportunity to live as the fullest expression of ourselves and also receive from the abundance frequency? Why would a tree say, you know what? I'm not supposed to have all of these leaves. I'm not supposed to have as much fruit as I can bear. I'm not supposed to send my... Want to know why? Because it is a natural part of the tree's lifespan. But you know why it doesn't work for humans that way? Because we've been given the dignity of choice. I don't feel like working out today. Oh, that spiritual stuff is stupid. Oh, you know what? I don't like structure. I don't like this. I'll do it next week. And we have this choice part, which is the roadblock to everything we want and desire in life. You are born looking like your mom and dad, but you will die looking like your decisions. I do not care how much money you have, how much influence you have. What I care about is, are you actually happy? Really? That's important to me. And sometimes people don't even have a safe space to tell the actual truth. So they'll just perpetuate the same game that they've created so that people can see them a certain way.
If you're like me and millions of other people, you probably lead a busy life, and that's where this stuff comes in absolutely clutch. I know that I just scoop, shake, and go, and I'm ready for my day. There are other companies that are trying to do what Huel is trying to do, but they use cheap ingredients. Sometimes it requires you to take 15 pills, or preparing food, trusting supplements with subpar ingredients, and also taking 15 pills a day is just something that we don't all want to do. That's where Huel makes health possible. Black Edition has 40 grams of protein in, 26 vitamins and minerals, and every single ingredient inside this has been carefully selected by Huel's expert team. So you know you're getting the good stuff. Don't just take my word for it. Millions of other people around the world are now using Huel as part of their daily routine. People like Idris Elba, Stephen Bartlett from the Diary of a CEO, Hardest Geezer, the man who ran the entire length of Africa, was using this stuff. If you want to join the movement, go to the link down below where you can get a free t-shirt, a free shaker, and also if you subscribe to Huel, you can get 10% off every single order. This is next freaking level. Go get some.
In this conversation, I believe that if you can align yourself in the physical aspect and the spiritual aspect, because we're literally all of it, what is meant for your life should effortlessly come in. So that's what I mean by effortless millions, but it's like effortless abundance. When you're aligned mentally, physically, and spiritually, you're literally like a seed planted into the frequency of all of Earth's creation, and an entire ecosystem will build itself around how you're vibrating inside of the way in which you're aligned. It would be difficult if a bird were to try to be a giraffe. Be difficult. You can see how life is that difficult. Now, if a bird were a bird who doesn't even know it's a bird, but it's just using everything that's already inside of it, you can see how soaring takes place. That's that version of abundance for the bird. So the effortlessness comes from the full consciousness of alignment from mind, body, and soul. Doesn't take away from your talent, doesn't take away from your skill, doesn't take away from your work ethic. The difference is, are you living from the outside in or the inside out? Anyone who's living from the outside in, they're living a hard internal life. Anyone who's living from the inside out has a better chance at longevity and sustainability in peace and calm and tranquility. But if you take the same business skills and then you harmonize it with the interpersonal skills, effortlessness transcends. You are born looking like your mom and dad, but you will die looking like your decisions. I do not care how much money you have, how much influence you have. Are you actually happy?